What if Overhaul went to UA? Part 2. Last time Kai outperformed everyone in his testing area quadrant, only to be saved from the boss robot by Deku, healing and enhancing him in return. His adoptive father would inform him that he'd lost points for being unheroic, but that he was still accepted into UA. Kai wondered what was so bad about doing the work himself as he walked into Class 1A, and saw the same boy from before sitting in the front row. As Kai entered, he noticed another boy, the one that Sludge villain had taken hold of before, staring him down. "The hell do you want?" he asked. But Kai ignored him and grabbed another spot. As he did, someone else, that gravity girl, Uraraka, came up to Kai and thanked him for healing the guy from before. "No problem," Kai said, not seeing why that was so impressive. After Aizawa showed up and took them outside for the physical fitness tests, Kai observed the others, including that Bakugo kid, waiting for his turn. "What a waste of time," he thought, setting the components of the ball to burst after he threw it, firing off whenever it was about to touch the ground. It went the farthest. He made his leg muscles bigger for the long jump, reducing it to normal so that he would go farther. He changed the composition of everything he had to, and ended up matching Bakugo's score, driving him crazy. "What the hell do you think you're doing?" the hothead shouted. But Kai was watching Deku, wondering why he was doing so poorly on the tests, given his quirk. It wasn't until he threw the ball nearly as far as Bakugo with a single finger that he stood out, although he messed up said finger for the trouble. "You're gonna have to learn how to control that power," Aizawa warned, telling Deku to go see Recovery Girl. "No need," Kai said, walking up to Deku. "Guess the bone's still too frail." He pinched Deku's finger, and Deku winced at the instant of pain before Kai walked away, leaving Deku healed once again. "What a pain. This'll take forever," Kai thought out loud as he crossed the campus. "What's the point of this anyway? Why send me to some hero school?" "Excuse me," a familiar voice spoke, running up to him. Kai whipped around and the guy, Deku, stopped. "Oh, sorry, did I scare you?" he said, now walking up. "No, it's just a reflex. Did you need something?" Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for healing me again. I know it doesn't look like it, but what you did last time makes it hurt a lot less." "Ah, it's nothing. You're welcome, Deku." Deku winced as Kai spoke, and he itched his temple. "Sorry, I thought that was what they called you." "Oh, no, that's just something Kachan calls me. My name's Izuku Midoriya. Nice to actually meet you," he said, offering a hand. Yeah, I'm Overhaul," he said, shaking Izuku's hand. "Oh, so you already picked your hero name? That's cool. Really catchy. You have a really strong quirk, too. Can you change the composition of anything you touch, living or an object? How far does it go? Does it only work through your hands? Do you need to touch something with all your fingers, or..." Deku finally managed to stop himself and apologized. "It's okay. You're still shaking my hand, though." Deku snapped his hand back, apologizing again. "I'll leave you alone, sorry." "No need to apologize. See you tomorrow, Izuku." Now, when the students started their next day, everyone would get their hero costume, including Kai, whose outfit enclosed his entire body, save for his hands. They also were assigned their roleplay scenarios and teams in the hero versus villain mock battles. Bakugo and Ida versus Deku and Overhaul. The battle would be the same scenario as in canon, and the hero team would enter the building with Kai remarking how easy it would be if he was allowed to dissolve the ceiling and drop the device down to their level. Deku warned Kai that Bakugo would be coming after them. The explosion guy, right? Deku told him how Bakugo's quirk involved detonating his sweat, which was like nitroglycerin. Huh. Well, that'll be easy enough to deal with. I just need to get close to him. Bakugo would come at them with everything he had, and Deku would tell Kai that they had to run as Bakugo leapt at them. Bye, Overhaul said as he touched the walls, sending a pillar of concrete out at him. Don't think so, he shouted, maneuvering around the obstacle and aiming a blast at Kai's face, only for another pillar to jut out, followed by yet another. Deku stood in awe as Kai had Bakugo dancing through the air, avoiding the extensions he made from the walls. Don't mess with me! Bakugo shouted, sending a larger explosion down the hallway and bringing down the walls. All Might chided him, saying a villain wouldn't destroy their own hideout. As dust and debris filled the air, Bakugo retreated, knowing that Overhaul had the advantage in close quarters. Kai told Deku to go get the device, and that he could handle Bakugo. It's no good, he's more interested in fighting me than winning. You don't say. And real quick, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to flip that like switch. And if you haven't subscribed already, now is the time. As Bakugo waited out of sight back by the stairs, he saw the green and black of the pair's costumes, and hid, waiting to take them both out at once. As they approached, he leapt out, blasting the floor beneath the black outfit's feet, not giving him any time to touch something, and then went straight for Midoriya, recognizing his green outfit even amid the dust, and saw Overhaul reaching out for him. A thin layer of green fabric stretched across his uniform, like taut bubblegum. His hand grazed Bakugo's arm, and the prodigy crashed to the floor, bolting up in confusion. What the? Overhaul knelt, and Bakugo aimed a palm at his face. You're dead! And nothing. He stared at his hand as Overhaul reconstructed the floor to both repair it and bring the camouflaged Deku back up. Looks like it worked. You okay? He asked, reconstructing their outfits as normal. What the hell did you do? Bakugo shouted, erupting from the ground. I sealed your pores. I'll change it back afterward, or they'll open up themselves later on. But for now, Overhaul touched the wall, and it closed off between them and Bakugo. You're done. They heard Bakugo shout from the other side of the wall as they headed towards the stairs, but their moment was ruined as a huge blast smashed through the wall and shot towards them, the result of Bakugo's grenade gauntlet being unleashed. You may be able to keep me from making more, but I've already got plenty, Bakugo shouted, readying the other gauntlet as Kai struggled up from the ground. His outfit burned and his skin singed. He itched it like crazy, thinking of all the swelling and infection he could get, not noticing the second blast until it was fired. Kai slammed a hand down, raising a protective shield that shattered apart as the fireball hurtled at him through space. Too quick to dodge, too formless to deconstruct. As something leapt between him and it, taking the brunt of the force. the ceiling between them and Bakugo caved in, revealing a shocked Ida and the Doomsday device. Kai and Bakugo's expressions weren't much different from Ida's, and Kai scowled, smacking the floor and sending Deku up on a pillar of concrete to touch the device. Ida exclaimed in shock. Bakugo screamed in anger. Kai sighed in exhaustion. But Deku said nothing. He wasn't even conscious to know it had happened. I really am having fun seeing how Overhaul's involvement changes the canon. Bakugo has his own what-if video in the form of if he had joined League of Villains, so check it out if you haven't already. Or I have another narrative of if Deku went dark, so look into either of them. But most importantly, thank you for making history with me.